Hey, what is going on? With other video is me, Arsenio Johnson, with a other video. Today we are making a rating video of one show that I'm in love with. Well, not in literal sense. I meant like it's my first show. Well, one of my first shows, but it's a Harvard fiction of mine. You might already know by the name of the video. Basically, we're gonna rate every episode with stars. So, if the episode is, bad, I either get 2 stars. And if it's mixed, maybe I'll give it a 3. Or, you know, basically, my criticism might not be good. But, there'll be sometimes where I don't have criticism for the episode. So, yeah, because I really like that episode. But it's still gonna be criticism, even the episodes I do like. But you've been warned. Half of my, and I might not talk right in some of these, so I will try my best. So basically, let's enjoy this video. Let's start this video with the first 2 episodes. Sparkle, our main character, tried to warn Princess Alicia about her sister, Midnight. Not Midnight, but Nightmare's Moon. I kind of mix up this demon's side returning. So, Alicia basically, give her assignment and Twilight and Spike meet their future friends, better known as the main five. And yeah, let's talk about the highlights. The highlights are, it was the first meeting of the main character. I like how they introduced Twilight. It was interesting. They basically was showing an introvert from what I saw. I could have lead to Twilight, but I could understand why Alessia wanted her to have friends. The and basically, I feel like the criticism should be saved like after part 2, since I basically combine it. So yeah, let's go to part 2. For the next episode, it's basically continue the first part after after Nightmare return. Twilight and Spike need find the elements of harmony to stop Nightmare owns rampage. Now let's now for part 2, let's talk about its highlights. The final the the highlights for me in not part 2, but part episode 2. The final battle was the final battle, and Twilight realized that she was trying to avoid the people. She realized the people she was trying to avoid was the elements of harmony. So Twilight realized friendship wasn't a big waste of time. I think that was the most outstanding part of the episode. So yeah. The only criticism I have for the episode, I feel like the voices was shifted and bad. Kind of realized that Applejack kind of sound like Rainbow. It wasn't really noticeable, but it was pretty good. At least the later seasons, Applejack had a deeper voice. Credit goes to this person for having the same opinion as me. So yeah, this is move on to my least favorite episode. Oh, but let's get to the final rating of the two parts first. So yeah, part one gets 5 stars because I really liked the episode. So yeah, part two, yeah, part two also get 5 stars. So yeah, man, I can't believe I'm talking about this episode. It's my least favorite episode. Oh well, a challenge is a challenge. So let's rate this episode and talk about the episode. So let's do this. Okay, the plot. Twilight received 2 tickets from Princess Alicia for the gala. Her friends knows it and overall fight over it. The criticism of Ticketmaster, it doesn't hit for me because I'm not the biggest fan of the extra ticket trope. I can't find annoying, incredibly annoying. It's a meh episode for me. So yeah, um, her friends was not really helping the episode. They won't let her aside. I felt bad for Charlie in this episode. And the highlight of the episode is basically the main five, Charlie friends, you know, apologizing to Twilight, and they kind of saved the episode for me, but I still don't like it. So I give it about 2 stars because personally, it's not a good episode in my opinion. I expect anybody's opinion on this episode. If you like this episode, I expect that. So yeah, next episode we're gonna talk about. You know, let's talk about this episode. About is apple bug season. Apple harvesting have started. Apple, not Apple, but Big Mac got hurt. Applejack decided to do the text herself. The highlights. Well, one of the highlights was teasing people that it's okay to ask for help. I really love that lesson because I was a little sober myself. Applejack Submarines was funny as hell. That was the highlight for me. Criticism, it it it's not gonna come off as criticism, but I do think Applejack Submarines can draw too long. But I could understand why they did it to teach the lesson, the life lesson. Like the final rating for this episode will be 4 stars. Not perfect episode, but it's still a good episode to me. So yeah. Now let's talk about the Griffin Buzz Off episode. So Rainbow Dash. You know what? I explained this since I'm about to get cut off. So yeah, let's do this. So let's talk about this episode. So Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie hang out. Pinkie, I'm not Pinkie Pie. Rainbow Dash had a friend named Gilla. If I'm saying her name right, turns out she was a toxic person, and Pinkie Pie had become durable, and someone hated her. Okay, let's talk about the highlights. I like it how they don't make you not like Gilla. Very very big shit that making Fluttershy cry. Basically made Fluttershy cry. So they did a bully character right. I'm aware her again reformed. I'm talking about her in season 1 obviously. So yeah. The criticism, I wish that everybody know that Pinkie Pie was correct, but I understand why. The final rating is 4 episodes as well, so yeah. Now let's talk about these episodes. I'm gonna combine these three. So yeah, let's do this. So it's about Trixie coming to Ponyville, and turns out the ponies don't like her due to her being a SOA. Spike and the main five wanted Twilight to challenge her, but Twilight was afraid to be a SOA. Next episode, Dragon Sight is about a dragon that's not convinced to move out from Ponyville due to the black smoke. Twilight was I'm not Twilight, but Fluttershy was afraid, but needed to overcome her fears. The other episode, Look Before You Sleep. The episode was about Applejack and Rarity arguing about. Then Twilight got worried, so they had a sleepover. Next episode, what? Well, she didn't got worried about arguing. Then she got Twilight got worried about them, being in the rain. So um, the introduction. Okay, let's explain the rest. Um, the Bose, Bruce Butcher's episode, whatever you pronounce it, the introduction of Trixie. What I was expecting from Trixie. Great first appearance for her character. Um, Dragonshy had a good message about it's okay to overcome your fears. So Fluttershy was a relatable character. I can understand her fears. You have to face a creature that's usually dangerous. Um, she thought she couldn't first, hang it out at first, but she took the character to overcome her fears. Now let's talk about Look Before You Sleep. Um, Applejack and Rarity uh, um arguing was the biggest highlight for me because I thought it was funny how Applejack and Rarity basically argue about the petty things. So yeah, the first episode we was talking about, I felt like Twilight's fear of showing off was a little bit weird, but I understand why they did it for the episode. They did for the episode, but it's not a big deal for me. I don't have any questions for the episode. I apologize for events. Um, Dragon Side. Fluttershy fear of dragons will drag a little bit too long, but it's like the criticism of the episode. I don't have that much criticism for that either. So yeah, try being naive did slow down the episode for me. So it's not really a bad thing, but it's something I noticed. So yeah. Okay. Um, Boost Busters 4 stars. Dragon Side 4 stars. Look Before You Sleep. I guess 3 stars. Okay. Yeah. Because yeah, I didn't really like the fact that Twilight was being naive in the Look Before You Sleep episode. So yeah. But it was funny though. I could be honest. Okay, the next episode we're gonna talk about is this episode. Now to say what I'm about to say. You made me sound ridiculous. You made me. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a hint of that episode. So let's start. Okay, the ponies are afraid of this new creature called Shikora, putting a curse on them. So highlight of this episode is how funny they did this whole entire episode. This whole entire episode was funny, and the Evil Trenches episode cracked me up. So yeah, the criticism of the episode is the main five was too quick to be judgmental. Even though Twilight didn't believe Chikora didn't do harm, I'm glad she wasn't being judgmental.
at all. But I find it funny she changed her mind in the end. The message, I know this message was about how being racist is wrong, but this is my only criticism of this episode. Basically, I'm getting it 5.5, 4.5 stars. So yeah, talk about this episode. Twilight was prepared for Princess visit. Fluttershy found a creature that is called a Parasprite. Basically, a creature that causes chaos. Um, the highlight of this episode are those adorable bug-like creatures designs. I find it cute. So yeah. My only question is of this episode was the gross out scenes with the bugs. I get it. That was the whole point. Them causing chaos, but it didn't set right for me. But I still like this chaotic episode. So same with with the with this rating is 4.5 stars. So yeah, let's talk about these 3 episodes. These episodes, winter wrap up, winter wrap up, winter wrap up. Sorry, I like that song. By the way, let's talk about the plot. Twilight want to join the upcoming winter wrap up. So she did join Wild Magic until the end. Okay, called a cutie. Apple Bloom was very disappointed that she couldn't get her cutie marks, but she was determined to get her cutie mark. Okay, and winter friends, Applejack and Rainbow Dash start a Iron Pony competition. The highlights of these episodes. This whole episode with the Winter Wrap Up episode had me feel bad for Twilight in the late tour. I could say the Winter Wrap Up song is good. Winter Wrap Up, Winter Wrap Up. But Twilight's playing was very good. The biggest highlight for the Call the Cutie of this episode, the Call of the Cutie. The best highlight for this episode was a origin story of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. It was kind of obvious by the name. Applejack's rival relationship was awesome. Had me shipping them so hard. Applejack's for life. The only criticism I have for the Winter Wrap Up episode is really nothing. Really, I really like this episode. Same reason for the Call of the Cutie episode, and I felt like in the area like the Fall Winter Friends episode, I felt like Applejack and Rainbow Dash and Applejack making fun of Twilight was a bit off. At least they apologized to her. So yeah. Wrap up 5 star. Called the Cutie episode 4 stars, and Fall the Winter Friends gets 5 stars. So yeah. Twilight's dress. Sorry. I was just singing the song, but the summary of this episode is Rarity decided to make dresses for her friends in the gala. That's all I got. The highlight was the art of the dress the not episode was song. I find it awesome and catchy. And the lesson in this lesson, be grateful. That's the two highlights I have for this episode. Yeah, I was so excited to talk about this episode because it's a Rarity episode. So yeah, best pony by the way. Rarity's best pony by the way. Now let's get to the criticism. On the episode, I was kind of angry at the girls being ungrateful for the dresses, but at least they apologized and felt bad for it. At least it was being honest. But it didn't mess with the episode for me. So yeah, let's move on. And I give it 5 stars. And now let's talk about 2 episodes.
Pinky King. Okay, let's talk about this episode. So this episode's about everyone basically believe that Pinkie Pie have a pinky sense while Twilight doesn't. Sonic Rainbow. Rainbow Dash basically got nervous, so Twilight give Birdie the wing spell. Let's talk about the highlights. The highlights is I like how the Pinky episode was a the Pinky sense was a reference of the Spider sense. And I like how the other episode went with this lesson about don't forget your good intentions and don't be addicted. The criticism for I really like it how Twilight didn't believe the Pinkerton even though the evidence was there. But yet again, that's the whole point of the episode, so it doesn't affect the whole episode. The other episode about Sonic Rainbow, I really like the episode, so I don't have a criticism for this episode. So, filling the Pinky King get 4 stars, while Sonic the Rainbow episode gets 5 stars. Now let's talk about these 3 episodes.
Share Master was about Fluttershy decided to babysit the Cutie Mark Crusaders. The Cutie Mark Crusaders sneak out the Soul Stoppers. Um, the Cutie Mark Crusaders were still trying to figure out the Cutie Marks, so they went to the talent show. Dog and Pony Show was about Rarity and Spike searching for Jem for new dresses until she got kidnapped by the Diamond Dogs. The highlights of the episode about Share Matcher is it can be relatable to babysitters. I could relate because I had to watch a family for my grandmother. I found the Cutie Mark Crusader seems song funny. I like it how cool Rarity was in this episode, so I like this episode. The criticism for these 3 episodes is I will explain it since I am getting cut off. So yeah, criticism for these 3 episodes. I kind of wish that the Kumar Crusaders listened to Fluttershy, but you know the first episode for the Kumar Crusaders as a whole, so I understand why. For the other episode, I don't got nothing because I really like the episode. Same thing for the third episode. Now let's talk. Now, Share Master get 4 stars. Soul Soppers get 5.5 stars, and Dog Pony Show gets 5 stars. Let's talk about these 3 episodes as well. So let's get started. It's Cutter is about Murdy wanted Fluttershy to model for fashion since Flutter Finish wanted her to model. So yeah, Overbrettle, whatever how you pronounce the bee saying Applejack and her friends basically went to Appaloosa to bring an apple tree back. The Buffaloes basically used that land. Basically, it basically led to a war between the ponies from Appaloosa and the Buffaloes. Flutter and Bert in the Hoof is about Fluttershy taking care of Princess Alessia's bird. The highlights of this episode are this episode had a good lesson about green ain't your color. Got a good message about not letting let your friends know about your jealousy, so y'all can work out as friends. Over Barrel, that highlight was Pinkie Pie singing "Gotta Share, Gotta Care." I find the twist of Princess Alessia Bird being a phoenix was so cool. The criticism is just lying. One criticism I will say is Verdi saying, I guess Verdi forgot the lesson. Basically, say a lady doesn't get jealous. You see, saying it to this episode, end up being jealous in this episode. I guess Verdi off screen think, maybe I take back what I said. Maybe I should let my friends know. The other criticism I have for the episode, how the Buffalo say, "Oh, Pink Pie's song was horrible," which I disagree with it respectfully, but wow, for the third episode of this Bird and the Hoof, that episode wasn't. I got nothing for the episode because I really liked the episode, but I don't got nothing for the episode. So yeah, I don't really like the episode. Well, I do like the episode, but it's not that good. But it's good at average. It's good. It's good. Good anyway. So yeah. Green Ain't Your Color gets 4 stars. Overbell gets five stars. Bird and the Hoof get 4.5 stars. Now we're gonna talk about Cutie Mark Chronicles was about the Cutie Marks Crusaders being so determined to find the Cutie Marks. They asked the main six how they got their Cutie Marks. The highlight of this episode, I like how this was the origin story, how the girls got their Cutie Marks, how, yeah, they was friends without even knowing it. So that was a good episode. The criticism, nothing really. I just like the episode, so I don't really got criticism for it. I give it 5 stars. So let's move on this video in this episode. So was about just Spike getting jealous over Twilight having a pet a pet owl. I like it how it focuses on Spike, nothing more. Because I like a good Spike episode time to time. Criticism on how Spike got jealous. I mean, yeah, it got overdone too much, but I understand why he was jealous. So yeah, I give this episode 5 stars. And I know that Spike getting jealous was the whole point. Now let's talk about our other one. Okay, let's talk about Party of One. Pinkie Pie basically invite her friends over for Gummy's birthday when when her friends disappeared. She like sus disappeared from her or avoiding her. Sus. She got sus and got oppressed. Uh, I'm gonna say the highlights is the Gummy design. I think his design was so cute. And I like the lesson is don't be quick to assume. My criticism is that Pinkie Pie would think that her friends would avoid her on purpose, which they don't. They was just trying to surprise her, but it's okay. She didn't know. five, like 5.5 stars. That's yeah.
We are gonna talk about Twilight. Well, no, best friend. Well, not best friend. Best night ever. Twilight and her friends went to the gala. It didn't went well. So yeah. The highlights. I like how it's a sequel of Salute for Success and my least favorite episode, which is Ticket Master. The criticism, I got nothing, but I'm mad at Blue Blood. I give it 5 stars. Y'all, we are done with this whole rating video, and yeah, I really like this video. I think I done a pretty good job with the script, and season one of My Little Pony overall was a good season. So I give this season a 10, not a 10, but a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. So yeah, if you want me to make videos of the other seasons, I say get this video. Well, not it's not giving any likes, but just make sure you watch it. So yeah, I worked very hard in this video, and this happened. Arsenio Johnson sign out. So yeah.